Hey YouTube, Jay Stevens here. Today I'm doing a little something on the AK. I wanted to show my ammo, and I'm going to get to that, but there's so much history and fascination that's starting to develop with me on the AK platform that I wanted to take a moment, and before I just show my ammo stash, I wanted to kind of talk about it. Don't laugh at my drawings. Don't critique if I mispronounce something. Bear with me. It's all about fun, learning, and knowledge. So I tried to set out and draw a picture of Russia. Here's my bad penmanship. But I got to tell you, it's much easier to just leverage something that G.W. Webbs did on his guns website. And a picture is, like they say, is worth 1,000 words. But what's interesting when you start looking at your different kinds of ammos, you start to appreciate what part of Russia and other former bloc states that today's ammunition is made. As you can see, there are different factories. Here goes. I'll give it a shot on trying to pronounce them. Klimovsk, Tula, Yalnovisk, Vempel, Barnaul, Factory 60, which is Frunz, and Langanist, which is actually in the Ukraine. If you like AKs and the history and everything that goes with it, here's about a 600-page book called The Grim Reaper version 2. I think I picked it up for $45 or $50 on Amazon. It's really probably $70 or $80 in other places on Amazon. If you want a lot of lightweight reading material, pick yourself up a copy. Highly recommended for the enthusiast. One element that I find pretty interesting is the different kinds of case materials and finishes in the 7.62 by 39 millimeter cartridge. The coatings on them of the steel cases are used to prevent corrosion. From left to right here, we've got zinc plated, gray polymer coating, brass, copper washed, and lacquered. What's interesting here is the typical Eastern Bloc cartridge case head stamps, markings on the 7.62 by 39 rounds. At the 12 o'clock position is the factory code, generally. And at the 6 o'clock position, you get your year of manufacture. These are actually not Russian. These are Chinese Norinco that we'll see later. But as you can see, there's a factory 81 made in 1991 on the left, and a factory 351 made in 1992. In this example, you can see that there are basically two types of 7.62 by 39 bullets. The boat tail design, which is very good for flatter trajectories and longer distance, maybe even accuracy, and then a flat base design. One on the left is actually Golden Tiger, which is well known to be the boat tail, and regular Tula on the right, which is the flat base. You really can't tell a difference once they're seated in the casings, but it's important to kind of differentiate that. There is a demand for the boat tail type of bullets if you can find them. This is Brown Bear. It's got a lead core, full metal jacket or hollow point. I have an example of each. Its steel case has a burden primer. It's made at the Barnaul factory in Russia. The Bear series line of ammo cartridges are lead core, full metal jacket, soft point, or hollow point. They traditionally use non-corrosive propellant. Other brands differ in only the protective coatings that they get used. For example, Brown Bear has a lacquer coating on the steel case. Silver Bear has a zinc coating on the steel case. And Golden Bear has a brass coating on the steel case. You can see the manufacturing Cyrillic symbol for the plant. and then it's just got 7.62 by 39 on the bottom. Identifiable on the head stamp with that symbol right there. Typical prices, I got this at the gun show today, $5.95. This is a hard to find ammo. It's very much from years gone by. If you can grab any of this, grab it. But this is, to the best of my knowledge, I only saw this online once and I couldn't really find it when I was searching the internet. But I think this is RWB ammo, so it's really the JSC Bernal machine tool plant. It's got the old packaging. I'm going off my memory. I think there's newer stuff now, obviously without that packaging. You can see that it has the whole hunting rifle ammo on it. This particular bullet is steel with a lacquer finish, and it's sealed very nicely. You can sealed primer. You can barely make out the symbol. It's 7.62 by 39. I think I paid $6.99 for this. And there's their symbol. Next up, made in Romania, 7.62 by 39, Leadcore, non-corrosive, full metal jacket. What's interesting here is it has a green primer. Picked this up at a show, $6.99. In addition to the green sealant, we've got head stamp with a factory 3/22, 1997. They just don't make them like they used to. Here we've got old Russian ammo, white box, known as Russian PreWolf. It's hollow point, lacquer finish, sealed primer and bullet, red. The markings on it are from 1998. And I think the symbol is from that Yelenovsk machinery plant. .762 by 39. You can see the 98 on it. I know this is a rare find right here, guys. Norinco, gray box. If you can find this, you make sure you grab it. Leadcore Steelcase, Chinese factory 31. In the 80s and 90s, this stuff was very inexpensive, high quality. Hold on to this stuff. If you ever get it, don't shoot it. All right? Copper washed. That is the name of the game there. Let's see if we can. Factory 81, made in 1991. Here we have Norinco, green and white box. This stuff was made in 1992, 1993. Copper washed. Soft point, 122 grain, factory 351. Brought in back in the time called China Sports. Boat tail bullet design on this. Very nice. Good stuff. 351, 1992. I have to thank T-Dog and T-Dog's dad for this. When we were shooting my new Arsenal AK at the range in a previous video, T-Dog brought this out because that was all he had left and he was going to shoot it. And I went, hey, don't shoot that. let me swap out. So I gave him some other more modern ammo, and I borrowed that and told him I was collecting. So here you go, T-Dog. Here's what you gave me. This is the green and the white box. I really didn't know at the time, but it's open tip, all right? And it tumbles and it fragments. There's some debate on whether this is the 8M3 bullet or the 8M2. Basically, it has an airspace in the tip to make it tumble and impact. It's made from that Ulanovsk plant steel. Also comes in full metal jacket. It's got a lacquer and sealed primer and bullet. The factory symbol's right there, that circle with a squiggly. And you can see the head stamp there. This is an interesting one. It's Hotshot. Some people say it was formerly made in Romania. You may have some, it may say that. This stuff is made in the Ukraine for now. From what I can tell, it's the house brand for contract ammo, made by several plants overseas. It's distributed through Century International Arms. This is full metal jacket. Has kind of interesting because it has an American flag on it. It does have a thin film polymer, not lacquer coating on it. Internet says this stuff is okay. No visible sealant on the bullet or the primer. Here it is up close. I picked it up for $6 at a gun show. Shot a couple boxes already. Head stamp says the word Hotshot and has the caliber on it, as well as the plant symbol on the right hand side there. Shoots okay for me. I really don't think it is a hot ammo. This is one of the more common brands of ammunition on the market today. It's Red Army Standard, Leadcore, 122 grain, full metal jacket, or hollow point. It's distributed by Century Arms, Leadcore Steelcase. Shoots fair. Says Red Army. Has the symbol. This is MFS black and gray box. It's made in Hungary. Imported by Ammo Tech USA Inc. in Tampa, Florida. It's fairly accurate, no reliability issues. 125 grain soft point, zinc plated steel case. This is the infamous Golden Tiger from the eastern seaboards of Russia, the Vimpel factory. 124 grain lead core with a bimetal jacket, steel case, got the boat tail bullet. Notice the purple primer and bullet sealant on both sides of the case. Look, we love this stuff. It is hard to get. You're not going to get this in your regular store. sgammo.com if you can't find it. And heads up there, you have to kind of buy it big. You can't get little individual boxes of 20. You either have to do a minimum of 100, a 500 pack, or 1,000. All right, Vimpel. You recognize it with the, there it is. It's it's kind of like a B. See that? Now let's bring this in. There it is, right there. That's a good shot. And they use the primer sealant liberal. Look at that. There you go, boys. Oh, that's some nice purple. Get you some. Okay, here we have all ammo made by either Wolf or WPA is made by Tula cartridge plant in Tula, Russia. Basically, everything that you see here is polymer coated. They no longer do the lacquer coated. So on the left is generic white box. In the middle is your Wolf Black Box Polyformance or Performance. And then on the right is your standard WPA Military Classic. Again, steel case, full metal jacket on the left, steel case, full metal jacket in the middle, and I happen to have the hollow point steel case ammo there. Some people claim that Wolf is dirty ammo. It's not really dirty ammo. It's the fact that the steel case does not seal the chamber, and that allows gas to blow back into the action. It makes it seem to be dirty when you look at the cases. And let me just try to grab all three. And you can see head stamps all the same. Even the casing. There you have it, guys. Don't waste your money on one or the other. This was $6.99. This is about $6. And this one was $9. Technically, this is 123 grain, 123 grain, 124 grain. To me, no difference. Here we have Cellar and Belleau. You get the classic green and yellow box. All right. It's made in Prague, Czech Republic. They established their factory in 1825. 123 grain soft point, brass case, non-sealed primer and bullet. Generally, they have good accuracy. Depends on what time of day you're shooting and different range. Some guys give this stuff, think it's a little bit on the higher end, so they go with it. Other guys say they've gotten crappy groups. I think your mileage may vary. I picked this up for $17.99. It is soft point, so I have not shot it yet. But that's the story. Head stamp with the S&B on it. And a 14. I don't know if that was a year it was made or if that was a factory number. My guess is it's the year it was made. This is Herder's brand. Have a look at it. 123 grain soft point. Select grade. It's also made in the Czech Republic. Brass case. Sold by Cabela's. Approximately $18. It is an exact copy or made by the same company, just rebranded as the S&B. Just got Herders on it. To whereas compare that to the S&B. There you have it. Even this little distinctive line when they make it. Okay, PPU ammo. Privy Partizan is manufactured in Serbia. They've been in business for over 86 years, founded in 1928. They supply ammo to the Serbian police, the military, that needs it now more than ever, since they're fighting a war, and as well as hunters and sportsmen. So they have 3 production facilities with over 1,000 workers. They produce over 400 types of small arms ammo. What you see here is brass case with copper jacketed bullet. All right. It's really nice looking ammo, shiny and polished, no dents or dings or scratches. All right. Excellent quality. If you want to reload, it's even better. They're a little expensive. They run about 50 cents a round, $10+ a box. I think I got this for $12. It's more expensive than other comp block ammo, as we've previously seen, Wolf or Tula, but it's brass case and not steel case. So if you compare PPU to American Eagle or PMC at $17 to $20 a box, you see that this is a bargain. I've shot this. It's good. There's the head stamp. Oh, the Fiocchi. Everywhere you go, they say this is premium, top of the line. You can shoot this in indoor ranges because it's all brass. The problem is, it's $20 a box or so that you pay for it. All right, classic green box, Fiocchi. What does it remind me of? Italian. It's actually made in Hungary, believe it or not. However, they do say it's 5-star stuff. Some of this is also made in Ozark, Missouri. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but it seems like it is not made in Italy. 123 grain, full metal jacket, brass case. It's good for indoor range, as I've said previously, because it does not have a steel core. It was accurate for me. A little bit, wait, not even a little bit, a lot too expensive, but you can reload it. My recommendation, pass. Fiocchi USA. Tool ammo. I don't know why I always say Tula. Sorry. Tool ammo. You can get this in 40 packs. $9.50 at Walmart. Got to love it. Made in Russia at the Tula plant. Full metal jacket. 122 grain. Steel case. Shoots pretty good. Tool ammo, 7.62 by 39, 154 grain, guys, not 122 grain. So 154 grain, soft point. 40 pack. I got that box at a gun show today, $15.99. And then they had a smaller 20 pack for $8.59. You can actually use this, if you look up the specs on this higher grain stuff, you can use this for hunting. I know firsthand guys that will go out and take whitetail with this ammo. They've been doing it for years. Nothing wrong with soft point ammo for hunting. Hogs, deer, this stuff does do the trick. And I would tell you guys, look, if you can find it, go ahead and pick yourself up some for sure. All right, getting to the American stuff. American Eagle. Got this at Cabela's. $21 a box. Red box. Made in the USA. Made by Federal Ammunition. 124 grain. Full metal jacket. Nice and clean brass case. Should have an FC for Federal cartridge on the head stamp. With a blue primer. This stuff is made in Anoka, Minnesota. And it is expensive. And it's also kind of funny. Oh, only in America. They have to spell it out for us. Soviet ammunition. Head stamp. FC. With a blue primer. But nothing on the top around the bullet of the casing. Fusion. Made in the USA. Here's a clue. Anoka, Minnesota. Yes, it's made by Federal as well. 123 grain. What's interesting here is the construction process. It's an electrochemically fused process that binds the bullet jacket to the core. For impressive weight retention. It has the blue primer coating as well. This fusion bullet actually transformed the hunting industry, and they're taking down white tails, coyotes, elks, bears at $21 a box. This fusion process by FC came out back in 2005, specifically for white-tailed deer. Look at the bullet on that. Little different. A little different from your standard soft point. You see? Not quite the same. Different design. I would say if you're hunting and you're using your AK, I'd probably go with this round. Gotta have a little fun. Hornady Zombie Max. This is basically the same as the SST ammo. That is very, very accurate ammo. A lot of reviews, the guys speak highly of the Hornady stuff. They are made in Grand Island, New England. So what we're looking at here, 123 grain Z-Max bullet. With the only thing different here than the SST is this one has the green tip, and it is brass case. And if you're so inclined, if it ever happens, you can also take out some zombies. $19.95 for the box. Expensive hunting round. I think this will give the Fusion a run for the money. All right, here's everything all laid out, looking like a survivalist. Actually, A-Man walked in and said I look like a Taliban command center. I was like, dude, it's more of the history and the shooting aspect, man. I'm not hoarding. Anyway, thought that was a trip. He's like, what the heck's going on? All right, guys, this is everything we looked at. Kind of give you the big picture. Put it all in perspective. It's not the biggest thing in the world. I have a Wolf WPA spam can with 700 rounds. It was $169.50. I think $18 shipping. Got it at SG Ammo. Over here, buried behind all this, is just a spam can of Red Army Standard. It had only 640 rounds, and it was $166.40. And then right here is just a 500 pack, a half a case of Golden Tiger. It was only $124.95, and shipping was only $14 UPS to your door. All right, everybody, good deal. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for letting me try to take you through my ammo. Hopefully you learned a little bit, and I did not recycle too much. Like I said, that guy GW Webbs is blazing a trail. He's the pioneer of all this. I'm just a young Padawan trying to see what I can collect, and I'm finding it very enjoyable. I really appreciate and like the AK platform and the different ammos and the Eastern blocks, and I like how America is trying to start to get in on the action. So, hey, if you've got everything and you're all tack-daddied out with your AR, go ahead and jump over to the AK side of things. Get yourself a lot of ammo because it always goes quick. JS, signing out.